So y'all know what that means.
We're back.
We are back.
But now it's just like casual sex tonight because it's just me and you.
Yeah, it is.
No triples, no nothing, man.
No, man. It's like it's one of those nights where you can just kind of roll over and go, fine, get it over with.
You know, where you got to put it, let's get it done.
But you still enjoy yourself.
You do. You still have to clean up afterwards, so it's fine.
There's no cleaning up, son.
just going right to bed. Fuck it.
So cheers, bud.
Cheers, man. Going straight vodka tonight. I'm just kidding. It's water.
You got a wheat ale and then a Jameson and ginger.
I found something that I thought you might like as well. Bring it to the pod. It's called Pike Creek.
Yeah,
it's
okay.
A Canadian whiskey. It's finished in rum barrels, dude. It's really fucking smooth. So that's what I'm sipping on tonight.
I've actually had that over at your place.
Not that one you didn't.
Oh, okay.
No, you had a different one. You've had the, I believe.
There was something that was finished in rum barrels. Yes, it was that one.
Yeah.
There it is.
But who knows? You could add something else at my place. You know how it is here.
That's how it is. So, man, how you doing this week?
Good, man. I feel like it's, Groundhog Day, really.
Yeah.
Every day is pretty much the same. I think I put 25 kilometers on my car this week.
Nice.
Gas. I don't even know what it's like to buy fuel anymore. And then, let's slide right into it. We got the news that they've extended the lockdown till February 14th.
Yep. So, can't wait. It's awesome.
It's awesome. Right to Valentine's Day. Somehow I feel they're going to extend it again. Even though the numbers are going down, I still feel like they're going to extend it again.
Well, see, that's the thing. The numbers by you guys and Gießen as a county are going down. By us, like literally where I live, is the incidence, what they call it. We're at, when I checked it today, we were at 390.
Yeah. And I think
Lawler's still over 400. So it's...
at least there's no curfew in place anymore. So
no, they lifted the curfew, which is cool, and they lifted the stupid ass 15-kilometer ban radius. Yeah. But the thing is, man, I'll be honest with you. Other than me limiting like kind of who I hang out, like visiting people, my life hasn't changed, man. I go to work every single day.
Yeah.
I go grocery shopping when I need to. I still do everything, so nothing has changed.
Well, shit's changed for me because obviously this would be football season starting up. All doing all kinds of, practice and things like that. And, that's pretty much kicked out. Shit's changed for me, but not compared to the last year, not really, I guess. So
right.
I haven't been to work, and obviously my work's a little further away than yours is, but I haven't been there since June. June was the last time, maybe.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And again, man, I can't do it. I can't picture myself doing home office.
You got to be disciplined, man. It's tough.
I'm not.
Yeah, I know. There's distractions everywhere, and I just for instance, I'll just shoot a little list. I make a list every day. I have to, and then I try to stick to it.
Right. But here's my thing. Like, I bust it out as fast as I possibly could, kind of half-ass it, but my studio would be done. My bathrooms would be done. Like, my house would be finally finished.
Yeah.
So
you gotta, I get it where you're coming from, but I don't have a choice. So
no, I hear you.
Choice wasn't given to me. So you make the best of it. Yeah, it is what it is. But I see what you're saying about not really changed, because in the last year, I would like to have you guys over for the championship games tomorrow. That's not possible.
Nope.
We'll see. I guess Super Bowl is not really going to be possible either. So
nope, it won't be.
So maybe we'll do the Super Bowl over Zoom.
Yeah.
let's be optimistic, and maybe, they start rolling out this vaccine or whatever and things get better.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Like, I don't know when that vaccine is actually going to be available to people outside of,
I think we're way down on the list, Bobby.
Well, you'll get it way before I will.
Yeah, that's fair. But I don't know. We'll see.
But here's the thing, though, dude. Like, and this is the thing that's kind of really busting my ass about it, because say you get the vaccine, okay? I know quite a few people that work in the healthcare industry stateside, and they've gotten, like, a lot of them have gotten their second dose already. But that doesn't mean that you get to go back to normal. All the rules that are in place for you are still in place for that person.
Right.
So I don't see.
It's just building up to that number. Like I saw one said 60%, and I saw another one that said 75% to achieve somewhat herd immunity. And I saw some things today that said the whole 75% of the U.S. could be vaccinated by February of next year at the current rate.
Yep.
What the current rate here is, I couldn't tell you. I know that the UK, they're really moving along. And the EU came out today and said that they have a goal of having 75 to 80% of all adults within the EU vaccinated by July of this year.
I was just going to say, I know Germany, they ordered 300 million doses, and it's supposed to take delivery beginning of June, like around June. So we figured by the end of summer, we might have a little bit, maybe hopefully everybody will have their first dose at least.
Yeah.
With that being said, are you still going to do it?
I don't know, man. I have my reservations. I only based on some things I read. But I guess, like I told you, man, I got stuck with so much shit from the military that fuck it. I guess that's all I can say is fuck it.
Right. But like you hear about, I don't know which vaccine it was, but where was it? I think it was in Norway. Like 14 people died.
Yeah.
No thanks. There's only like 36 people in that entire country. I'm good, man. The odds are not good.
I think it's kind of, it's just, you're going to have to, they did the studies. Hold on, before I stutter around this. They did the studies, they did the trials. Obviously the trials were pushed through because they were needed.
Yeah.
And I don't know that they had a big enough test on enough diverse enough population. And so I think that you're going to see a lot of things come out that maybe it wasn't as safe as they said, but it's the safest thing we had. So here we are.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? Like,
I do. I don't know if I want to be in the,
what's that old saying? Almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So,
well, we are where we are, Bob.
I'll be honest with you. Like, I also have my reservations, but if they say that once that happens, once everybody gets at least like a dose in them, whatever percentage, that our life will somewhat go back to normal, where say we can move about Europe like we were able to before, or not even just in Europe, around in Germany, man. Like we can't even go to Frankfurt. Right. You know what I mean? Like, get that open up.
Well, you can now.
Yeah, but what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but you're
gonna go there. Cool. It's a fucking empty city. Yeah, awesome. Yeah. If I wanted to see an empty, rundown city, I'd go to Cleveland.
Yeah, that's true. Go to Detroit.
So,
I know what you mean, because if we can move around, I'd still like to go on the guys trip that we planned on doing last year if shit didn't go to shambles. A lot of things I still want to do.
I'd love to do another Hooters night. That used to be it was like an annual tradition of ours, and we haven't done it.
No, not at all. I would love to do it, but it is what it is right now. I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
Moving on.
I was just going to say, I guess we'll move on from our COVID talk for this week. I'm sorry, guys, but it's kind of life. Yeah. Although the only thing I want to talk about politics this week is fucking Bernie Sanders is killing the internet the last couple days, man. These memes and these videos, oh my God.
The internet,
it's exactly what I needed.
Yeah, the internet is undefeated, my friend. I saw one today from the Buffalo Bills, where he's a Bills fan. They got him in Bills gear sitting there. That's funny, man. There's been some good ones.
Yeah. Did you see the one where I sent to you that my buddy did? Then our buddy Mike, he posted one where it was a scene from Friday, and you see Smokey. Yeah. It's like where they're going, damn! But Craig is Bernie Sanders all sideways and shit. Funny as fuck.
How pimp is Bernie Sanders to sit there with the mittens on, man? That's just...
But like super old man shit. He just looks angry as fuck, arms and legs crossed with mittens on.
You know, he was thinking that should be me. That's what he was thinking.
Oh,
that yeah. So you don't want to talk about the vice presidential candidate who got 3% of the Democratic primary vote? You want to talk about that? All right, let's skip over that. We're going to say that's a lose-lose for everyone these days.
It is, dude. Like, I don't even want to fucking touch politics right now. It is such a shit show.
It is really. It is.
The funny thing is, did you listen to any of Trump's speech before he got on to where he was at Andrews Air Base, Joint Base, or whatever the fuck they call that now?
You mean the speech that he obviously had a big old cup of I don't give a fuck before he gave the speech? Yeah, I heard it. But I mean, some points he ain't wrong. I mean, the economy is better off. There's some other things that happened. I mean,
there really was. Also, healthcare. Yes, he he tore Obamacare apart. However, he attacked Big Pharma, which is kind of cool. The thing that really scares the fuck out of me is you actually posted something. I think it was yesterday, and it was Bernie's tax plan. Oh no! I hope that's fucking fake, dude.
You mean Biden's tax plan?
Oh, Biden's, yeah. Because we said we were just talking about Bernie. Sorry.
I know why. I just had to. So people weren't like, "What the fuck's it got to do with Bernie? Fuck him."
Not Bernie. Biden.
Yeah, that is kind of frightening. I mean, I had the good thing is I posted that because I even put over the top if it's true because I didn't know if it's true or not. I just saw it posted. And the reason I posted it is I like to have constructive conversation. I have a lot of friends who were staunch Democrats. I have friends who were straight up Republicans to the teeth.
So you can't even argue with them.
Not really. You can't argue with either side if they're all the way one side or the other. It's pissing in the wind, and I'm just getting my feet wet. So it's not fun for me. But I had some really good conversation on there. Guy I used to be in the military with posted a thing about how it's kind of true, but that also counts in like state taxes and things like that.
You have your local, your state, and your federal taxes. When you add all that shit together, I mean, that's what it could come out to. But if you think about it, it's scary, man.
It is.
Because
what I'm trying to do is because it's shitty to not, for us to talk about it, people not having, I can't post this, but I don't know. You're not going to be able to see that.
No, you can't.
But basically what it is let me run through the numbers because people can't see it. They don't know what we're talking about, Bob. What I posted is it's supposed to be the corporate tax rate for Trump was at 21%. And Biden wants to put it up to 28%, which is a 7% jump, which is pretty significant when you're talking about corporations, because we're talking now millions of dollars.
Hundreds of millions. Like Amazon, you're talking fucking billions a year.
Easy. Income and payroll taxes, which affect us.
Yep.
From 37% to 52%. Small business tax, as right now with Trump, is 29.6%. And it wants to jump to 39.6%, which is a 10% hike. And small businesses are already struggling in the States, so I don't know that that's a great idea.
No, man.
And the last one, which is a killer, is capital gains and dividend taxes, which right now by Trump is 23.8%, and Biden wants to jump it to 43.4%, which is a 20% hike, 19.6% hike, I think, before. Like I said, take these numbers with a grain of salt because nothing's been passed.
No.
These are just, but I mean, the dividends tax, that hurts if you're in stocks. That hurts if you're in, I actually think that affects Bitcoin as well, if you're in that.
And that's, I was just going to say, that's kind of shitting me, man, because I got quite a bit invested in Bitcoin.
Get away. I'll tell you,
but it's gone down. Like it's gone. I was like, this week, I was like, oh my God, this is awesome. We're going to ride this bitch all the way to the top. And then I woke up the next day and it went from like, I forget what it was, like at the highest back down to like 33. I'm like, God damn it. I just lost like 20 grand.
I thought about getting into some other cryptocurrencies that are out there, some ones that are starting out a little lower.
I have Ethereum, Ripple. What's the other? There's two other ones that I have on top of Bitcoin. There's like a total of 5 that I invested in about a year ago when they were all at their lowest. Like I bought a full Bitcoin when it was like a little over $2,000.
Yeah. Ride the wave, my friend.
Yep.
You bought 1 Bitcoin. That's all you needed. I saw somebody, I didn't save it, but I think something like in 2015, if you'd have bought $2,000 worth of Bitcoin, right, then it would be right now at 831,000 or some ridiculous number. Some people say it's not true. It's all funny money. And when you try to get your money out, it's not easy to get it out.
Well, I don't know. I know some people that have sold. My one buddy, he was trying to get me to sell this week as well. When he sold right at the top, and I was like, "Oh, that's awesome, man." He made a killing. I was like, I'm just gonna see where it goes because like it's one of those things. I invested in it, and there was like a couple stock people when it was at its lowest. The guy was saying, "Hey, man, by the end of this year, it's gonna be trading at like $1 million." I'm like, "Oh, fuck it, whatever. Let's see where it goes." Like if it gets below to what I bought it at, then I'm dumping immediately. Yeah. But I'm gonna see what happens because no matter how you look at it, I'm in the plus right now. So
yeah, sure. You're playing.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah. So. That's where we are, Bobby. I got nothing else going on this week, buddy.
No, man, it's been a hell of a week. We are out of control.
Yeah.
We're so busy. Like I don't know what to do, man. I got to go in tomorrow.
Yeah.
We've never, ever in the 50 years of this company, never has sales ever come in on a Saturday.
Yeah. Well, gotta do what you gotta do. All I can tell you is I'm busy too. All day long, every day, I've been doing something. It's the first couple of weeks of January. Everything is always busy.
But I mean, that you actually should be pretty thankful because the rest of the aerospace industry is fucking dead.
Yeah, no, well, there are planes still flying and there are still contracts going. So,
yeah, but I think they got up to they were at like, what were they? 60%, almost 70% of what they should be. But the last I looked, those numbers have also dropped pretty dramatically again recently, especially 30, here in Europe.
30%.
Yep.
It's still all cargo stuff right now.
Yeah, and that's the thing, man.
What are you gonna do? That's all I can say. What are you gonna do?
That I keep thinking like invest in those like delivery companies.
Yeah.
Like FedEx, UPS. They are, I mean, those because everybody's sitting at home. So all those things are being, people instead of going out and buying stuff because the stores are closed, they can't. They're turning to Amazon or other online markets, and everything has to be shipped.
Right.
Unfortunately, it's created a crazy backlog. My dad sent out Christmas presents to us on the 8th of December. We got one box 2 weeks ago, and we just got the last box yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
It took over 6 weeks to get here, and it went all over the place. It went from Cleveland to Chicago to Atlanta to Washington, then to Amsterdam, to Frankfurt, then to some Air Force base and customs place over by Ludwigshafen. I was like, what the fuck, dude? It took forever.
All that to get your dildo.
Yeah.
Sometimes pleasure is pain. That's what they say.
Bobby likes his butt plugs. What can I say?
I never judge, never will. So it's fine by me.
Oh, I judge.
So we've made it through the first couple of days of a presidency. We're not all dead yet, so I guess things are going good. What the fuck was with Lady Gaga and the fucking huge bird that she killed on the way there on her chest?
I didn't see it. I have no idea.
What? You didn't watch any of the inauguration?
Nope.
Oh, wow. No.
It doesn't interest me. I didn't want him to be, you know what I mean? Like, fuck no, I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't usually watch the inauguration because I don't know.
Yeah, let's see if I can find an image for you. There was Lady Gaga there. There was here we go. There was Lady Gaga there. There was Jennifer Lopez performed as well. It seemed like all the celebrities are back on board again. So, you know, they hated Trump. And now they're back on board again.
It was still 4 years ago was still the Jesus Christ. What the fuck is that? For our listeners, please, for our audio only listeners, for fuck's sake, please go. Oh my God. You need to screenshot that and we need to have that and send that to me so we can have that as the profile build picture for this week's podcast. It is fucking terrible.
You're the third or fourth person that I've told this about. And they're
like, my what the God.
The biggest brooch ever. Like, why would you wear that? It's ridiculous.
She has like a golden brooch that's I can't really tell because I'm on my phone. It looks like a dove or something like that. I have no idea. But it is fucking massive. That thing's gotta be like a good 10 inches across.
Yeah. Like if you look at it, like it's like across the top of her outfit.
It's wider than her face.
Yeah. So Jennifer Lopez sang America the Beautiful.
Yeah.
And towards the end of it, somehow she snuck in a Let's Get Loud. So as she was singing it, she's like, let's get loud. And like the same thing. And I'm like, what the fuck am I watching right now?
It's also treason, in my opinion.
Yeah. And there's like there was somebody else, one of these fucking younger teeny superstars who was singing too. And there's a picture of Bill Clinton obviously staring at her ass. That's fucking Bill Clinton. What are you gonna say? That's what the guy does. So there was some interesting shit that came out of it, but it was a shit show.
Yeah.
You know how
say what you will about Bill Clinton. Dude was a pretty good president.
He was. And now that I think back to it, I hated him at the time.
Yeah.
But George Bush really wasn't that bad.
Bush wasn't. Dude, he also had a shit. He had some pretty shitty situations to deal with.
He got hit with the shit show. But I think he generally cared about America, and I think he generally tried to make decisions that were going to be best for America. Going to be best for America in the long run.
I agree.
But based on what we're getting now, fun fact. Our current president is older than Bill Clinton, is older than Barack Obama, but is also older than George Bush.
Yeah.
Yeah, all three of them are younger than our current president.
Senior, right?
Yeah, junior.
I was kidding.
Senior's in the grave, man. Don't make jokes about dead people, Bobby.
That was a bad joke.
You're better than that. You're better than that.
Not really.
Oh, and I forgot the most impressive thing about the whole night. So, of course, I know you've probably seen this, that George Bush and President Obama's wife, I can't think of her name now.
Michelle,
yeah. they have a little thing going on. Every time they get together, she calls George Bush her candy man because he always has candy in his pockets. And he's always making his move on it.
You know what though? To be honest with you, that shows you that opposite parties can work together.
Of course you can.
They do quite a bit together.
Yeah, it's a problem.
They're involved in a bunch of charities together and other foundations and whatnot. But you know what? That's the thing. Going back to Bush Jr., how you said, yeah, he wasn't that bad and he did have a shit show. You have to also give the man some credit.
Yeah, of course.
The dude could take, because he was destroyed publicly on the internet, everything for 8 years. But he still kept going, did his thing. Imagine, because Obama was technically the first president of what I call the internet era, like where it was really, really big, the internet. You know, everybody has a smartphone. Everybody, you can't hide from anyone, anywhere. So Obama was in the spotlight a lot.
Right.
Could you imagine, like, if you think back, imagine like some of these memes, like where Bush is just sitting there trying to read to those kids going like that.
Yeah.
People would Photoshop that in the worst way.
Yeah. I think imagine when you deal with Ronald Reagan, who obviously had dementia towards the end of his presidency, about people being able to see some of the goofs and the mess ups that he had and the times that he couldn't remember where he was in the middle of speeches. Well, that's just been hidden away. I'm still, say what you will, but I'm still thinking the current president has a small touch of dementia. I really believe that. I don't think he's all there. I really don't.
No.
And I still believe that it won't be long before we're going to have a Madam President.
Yeah. I know a lot of people will say it's about time.
About time for what?
A female president. And that's fine. I'm not saying I don't agree with that. I do agree. I think our country, well, maybe not right now at the moment, but eventually our country can handle a woman president.
All for it. I'm all for it if it's a good candidate, but we shouldn't just vote one to vote one in.
And that's exactly it. And that's my thing. Yeah. I'm okay. I have no problem having a woman president. Not her.
Yeah, she doesn't do it for me.
No.
If you can only win 3% of your Democratic primary, and I hate to go down this road, but I will, that person shouldn't be president no matter what happens to the president.
Well, here's the thing that cracks me up. Like people, the African Americans are like, oh, we have an African American vice president. It's a woman. It's like, you realize what she voted with prison reform, right?
Yeah.
It's like she's very bad for your guys' culture.
Yeah.
Like she's really bad.
Man, a lot of people aren't informed about issues. It was always Orange Man bad, and that's what everybody went with. They didn't look at the issues. They didn't look at the economy was going. They didn't care. He said mean things, and he shouldn't be president. Some of the shit he said was fucked up. Of course, Trump said fucked up shit. Shit I would have never said, but that's me. But the fact is, policies.
But that's the thing. Every president, everybody on that stage, they say those kind of things. They think those kind of things. And I'm telling you right now, I'm not a Trump advocate. I'm not a huge Trump fan. But you got to give the man some credit there because he said whatever was on his mind. Dude had literally absolutely no filter and gave no fucks. And he was also I've actually, one of my my old boss here, because when I got moved up, he's still there, but it was my old supervisor. He's Russian, and he told me, he goes, this is exactly what other countries need is a leader just like him, because he put his own people first.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Fuck diplomacy. We got to fix our shit first. And that makes a lot of sense.
I always said, is it so wrong to put your country first? Is it that bad?
No. I wish Germany would do that, to be honest with you.
Easy, buddy, easy. Or what happened last time. Yeah, but in Germany, it's looked down upon. People call you Nazi or whatever if you do that.
Yep.
It's too easy. It's too easy to go to the past and based
that's
on
the thing, dude. That stigma will never die.
Yeah. No, it won't.
No.
Never. Not one day. Never.
No.
That's what it is, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's where we are political wise. Let's move away from the politics because people had enough of that.
Yes.
So,
we'll definitely do that.
Join me. Mr. President wanted to come on, guy. So who knows what's the future's gonna bring? Let's give the guy. I'm all for it. Give the guy a chance. See what he brings to the table besides dementia, and we'll see where we end up.
Yeah.
I mean, let's close this out with the presidential talk with this. You got to admit, no matter what side you were going to vote for, it was literally a shit show. There was no candidate who jumped out. There was no decent candidate across the board, in my opinion.
No, absolutely
There's
not.
One person who I was like, people made the jokes about Kane West and stuff, but the guy did get like something like 100,000 votes or something.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that guy. You talk about somebody with dementia, that would have been crazy.
That dude is really crazy.
Yeah. And I guess he's going through a divorce too, so. Hey, Bobby, let me ask you a question. This is random. I saw this today. So I don't know if you know it, but you obviously know who Dr. Dre is, right?
Yeah, of course.
Most people, if you don't know who Dr. Dre is, he's a very famous producer and rapper, okay? If you listen to the pod and you don't know. Guys with a lot of money came up with Beat. I don't know if he came up with Beat headphones or
he came up with Beats. He was also one of the original founders of NWA.
Right. So he's worth about $950 million. Okay.
Yep.
His wife filed for divorce from him. Did you happen to see what she would like a month?
No, but it's probably fucking something astronomical.
$2 million a month she'd like to have so she can maintain her lifestyle. $2 million a month. Their kids are all grown.
Yeah. Sorry, bitch. You ain't getting fucking dick.
$2 million a month, Bobby. That's fucking insane.
I hope, because he's a very smart businessman.
He is.
He really is. So I'm praying to God, dude had a
prenup?
A prenup.
Yeah. I don't know if he did.
Well, who knows? This could have been Becky down the block that he met before he even fucking was famous.
I don't think no, it wasn't. He met her after that. I don't know the whole backstory, but I do know that she asked for $2 million per month. And I know in June they're going to go through a full divorce, and that shit's going to be very public.
Yeah.
She already came out with him stuff and said he's a serial wife beater, and he put a gun to her head when she said she wanted a divorce and all kinds of stuff. And people never know what go on behind closed doors. So
I could see that.
Yeah, I mean, he did have some other run-ins with women where he beat them, assaulted them, but just because you do it a couple of times doesn't mean it should blacklist you for life.
No.
And obviously you shouldn't be doing it at all. Let me paraphrase that. I don't agree with hitting women whatsoever. Obviously I have 2 daughters. If somebody hits my daughters, we're gonna have a problem.
Yes.
Yeah, but $2 million a month, come on. That's a lot of money. $2 million, especially when your kids are grown already. Like,
yeah, what the fuck do you need?
Apparently she's accustomed to a certain lifestyle, and
yeah.
You know what though? After 20 years, it's $240 million. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah. And he just got out of the hospital too. He had a brain aneurysm.
Yeah, he was under for brain aneurysm. See, that's the thing, dude. Like when I used to work for the Cavaliers, it's amazing how girls throw themselves at those players, because that's all they're doing, dude. They're wishing for a payday, and you know it, you see it, and it's like, oh, don't get caught up, man.
Yeah,
don't get caught up.
Better have a rubber on. Don't be raw dogging. That's not what you like.
Hell no.
Yeah, it gets us all, man. Pussy's a powerful drug.
Yeah, it really is, man. It will get you fucked up.
I'll say it once and I'll say it again. Best advice I ever got from a pops, very quite clearly. Gonna make a life decision, go beat off first. Post nut clarity. Post nut clarity. It is a thing. It is a real thing.
Yeah.
Best decisions in life are after you go and nut. Go and beat off and then make the life decision. I guarantee you we'd all end up in a whole lot better. I think all the world problems would be solved if all men did that.
Yeah, man. You don't want to be making decisions with cum brain.
No, you don't. Absolutely
no.
Not. Zero. It's like the fog of war, but for a man, it's like the fog of life.
Yeah.
It really is. And you beat off, you bust it out, and you're like, what the fuck was I thinking? Oh my God, let me get out of here. Next thing you know, you're like, thank God I beat off. That's how it goes. Stale fish it. Just don't even worry about lube. Just manually pump one out. Good to go. I don't know what you used to call it, Bobby. We called it stale fishing.
Stale fishing is when you don't use porn. You just use it. You just
no
do
lube.
it.
No lube. It's dry.
Oh no.
It's a dry rub.
That's just normal.
That's not normal.
Stale fish. The actual stale fish is with no porn.
I'm gonna have to look.
Just doing it by itself. Like if you just like right now, if like we're talking right now, and I just look off to the side and I just jerk it. No porn, no nothing. Just fucking nothing. That's what stale fish is. Or at least that's how I knew it.
Well, apparently Billabong makes a jacket called Stale Fish.
Hmm.
That I didn't know. Oh, this makes for great radio if we're both looking it up.
So, oh no, masturbating without the use of visual aids such as porn videos or mags, just by using the good old imagination. Oh fuck, the power's out. Gonna have to stale fish it.
Yeah, going stale fish. Gotcha. I'm going on Urban Dictionary. Is that where you went?
Yeah, that's where I went, on Urban Dictionary.
Okay. There's many different ones here. All right, let's agree to disagree. What'd you find?
No, dude, like I'll
don't get caught in Urban Dictionary just going around.
I don't care. This phone is only for the podcast. I just sent a screenshot. I'm gonna send you something here in a minute. But there's like on Urban Dictionary, there's January 22nd, word of the day. We did it, Joe. Whenever making a congratulatory remark, this is what you say. Made popular by Kamala Harris when she said Joe Biden won the presidency. And as her never mind. It was stupid.
What the fuck, Bobby? What the
fuck? Yep. I wish I could hit rewind on that. So, actually, going back to the second meaning of stale fish, a female who lays there seemingly lifelessly during sexual intercourse. Then, as their examples, hey, Johnny boy, heard you pork that girl Carolyn. How was she? Dude, girl's a total stale fish. Thought I was fucking a corpse.
I'd actually like you to go back to what you were talking about with Joe Biden. Can you read that again? Because that was definitely awesome radio. Can you read that again?
No.
Because you were like reading it through it, and I know you read it ahead. You were like, this is dumb. I'm not going to read it.
Yeah, it was super dumb.
Hey,
okay, so their example was, so I read it out, right? I'll read it. I'll reread it. Whenever making a congratulatory remark, this is what you say. Made popular by Kamala Harris when she said Joe Biden won the presidency. And their example is a guy named Sam. Wow, I can't believe we just won that relay race. And Kat, we did it, Joe. But his name's not Joe, so it's supposed to be funny. But it's really, really, really stupid. That's why I did not want to read it out.
Okay, I got an idea since we got about 20 minutes left on the pod.
Okay.
We've already opened Urban Dictionary. I'm going to read to you some words, Bob, and you have to tell me what they mean. All right? What do you think they mean? All right. First one, saddleback.
Hold on. Let me close my phone out.
All right.
Okay.
Saddlebacking.
Saddlebacking.
These are awful ones, by the way. There's no clean ones here.
I've never heard of that one.
Saddlebacking, the term for the phenomenon of Christian teens engaging in unprotected anal sex in order to preserve their virginities. Named after Saddleback Church, home of the Reverend Rick Warren, who is a proponent of abstinence education. Saddlebacking. Now you know. It's only gets worse. It's only gets worse. Let's go with oh wow. Okay. Red pancake.
A red pancake? No, I don't know that. Is that when a girl's on her period and she sits on your face?
It's close, but it's gonna be worse.
But kind of like not like sitting on your, but like face sitting, like where she just kind of suffocates you.
Nope.
Okay.
When a girl that has a blue waffle gets eaten out so much it gets raw and turns red.
Oh yeah. I like that.
You know what? I'm going to read you a few more because I don't want to go too deep. Okay, this looks interesting. Christ on a cracker.
No, I've never heard that either.
No, that was stupid. I can't read that. I can't read that on here.
No, okay. No, I had to do it, so you have to do it.
When you're in a war with your best friend and you nearly get shot and you think that you're safe, but turns out your best friend got shot instead.
Okay, yeah, no, that's pretty bummer.
That's why I said I read it.
Christ on a cracker. I don't get it.
Don't worry about it. Yeah. Okay, it started good and it went bad. We'll stay there. The rest are kind of silly, but I didn't know the red pancake. I had no idea, and obviously the other one either.
No, I like it. It's pretty funny.
I don't know. A suicide wank?
That's also interesting.
Any idea?
No.
When you're having a wank, just before you blow your load, shout out mom or dad, then try and finish the job before they get into your room. Your face is like I was expecting so much more. And these are
I think I could pull it off.
Yeah, I think you could, Bobby. I think you would pull it off, actually. You might pull your whole thing off.
Yeah. Like, dude, you live in a full ass house with one bathroom. Like, do you know how it like sometimes you're trying to throw it down, you're just and like the background noise, you're just like, fuck, I gotta hurry up. And then you kick it in overdrive and you finish.
Yeah, you just gotta go. I know my buddy Chris does that. He used to like pray for 30 minutes alone, and then his wife would leave the house to go get groceries, and then he knew he had about 45 minutes, so he spent 32 minutes of it searching for something to beat off to. And then he's getting close and he hears the kids and the wife come up the stairs. You just got to power through it.
Yeah.
And then she comes in and wondering why it smells like, bleach in the house. It is what it is. Or what is that? Chlorine. It's more like chlorine. It's not bleach. It's more like chlorine. Great. Now I'm getting the hiccups on the radio. One more that I found interesting, Bobby. We'll go one more.
Okay.
Bathroom battleship.
Battleship or battle shit?
Battleship. Bathroom battleship.
No, it just makes me think of what movie was that where they played battle shits.
Yeah, but it's not. But it's based on the game Battleship. You remember the game Battleship?
Yeah.
Okay. Think it through. No idea, right?
No.
All right. When two friends are in a public bathroom in adjacent stalls taking dumps, each wipes his ass with toilet paper and then proceeds to toss the soiled toilet paper over the top of the stall to the friend's stall in an attempt to hit his friend with the soiled toilet paper. Similar to the game Battleship, except he used toilet paper with doo-doo on it instead of plastic bags and a bathroom stall instead of a game board.
I would murder whoever did that to me. I'm not even kidding.
Dude, the best is the sentence. I love this. I love the sentences always.
I would drag you into my stall and drown you in my shit.
Mom, how did you get those doo-doo stains on your shirt and in your hair? Son, Johnny and I played bathroom battleship at the supermarket.
For fuck's sake.
All right. It's off the rails this week.
It is, man. That's okay, though.
All right. Well, that was fun.
It was.
This week's Urban Dictionary. So, Bobby, anything to rant off this week? You got anything that's bugging you?
Not really, man. I haven't had time. I'm working on our master bathroom, so I'm very busy.
Let me tell you what I'm pissed off about, Bobby.
Okay, go for it.
It's a woke world, and I'm not ready for it.
Okay.
I'm going to leave it at that.
Elaborate, please, because we've been living in a woke world, and I'm doing air quotes for our audio-only fans.
I'm tired of worrying about everybody's feelings and making sure everybody's happy, and that.
Then don't. Fuck them. They're all cunts.
Yeah, it's true. That we're all full of, the world's full of, Cinderella shits and whatever. It's not, man. It's a fucking tough world. And I don't know, not everything's always going to go your way. And if somebody says something that offends you, keep it moving. I don't understand why, for instance, so the Lions, Detroit Lions, hired their head coach, a guy named Dan Campbell, right? My type of coach too, fiery guy. Had a press conference yesterday where he said something about biting people's kneecaps off, right? And he basically came to the podium and said, I'm not going to tell you a bunch of bullshit about how many games they're going to win because, this is Detroit and you've heard too much of that shit already, right? And then he said, we're going to be the kind of football team where we get knocked down. You may knock us down, but we're going to get up. But on the way up, we're going to take a bite out of your kneecaps, something like that, right? And people, of course, went off about, why is he saying things like that? Things like people have no idea about football. That's the kind of football coach you want. We're talking about an NFL football coach. What do you expect him to say? We're going to hold hands and sing Kumbaya before the game? No.
Nope.
But here's the thing that bugged the fuck out of me. The first thing that people did is jump on the fact that he was a white coach who got hired and that Detroit didn't hire a black coach, right? And right now it's a big thing about Eric Bieniemy not getting hired, and he's the offensive coordinator from the Chiefs. But the thing that nobody pointed out is the actual Lions hired a black general manager, and they have a black defensive coordinator now, right? And it's like, that's a big deal. Like a black GM, that doesn't happen very much either. It should happen more in a league at the NFL where it's 70% black players. You probably should have a few more black head coaches. I mean, you know what I mean? They should be getting the same opportunity as everybody else. But the thing I don't get is whatever happened to being okay with hiring the best guy? Like,
that's exactly
it,
dude.
Out the window. I get it. There used to be a good old boys club. I get that because it used to be at all different kind of workplaces too. You put a advertisement for a job and you already know somebody you're going to hire and it's your buddy. That's fucked up. But I think this case is different.
Yeah. Here's the thing. The NFL maybe 20 years ago or even 10 years ago. No, I wouldn't say 10 years ago. But yeah, dude, the Browns, they've had a couple African-American head coaches already. I think one of their GMs might have been. I'm not sure.
Right.
But here's the thing, dude. When it all comes down to, when it's all at the end of the day, what you really have to focus on, the NFL is a fucking business and is one of the biggest businesses in America. And not only in America, but it is also gaining a lot more ground throughout the rest of the world, especially in the last few years. I know the NFL Europe used to be kind of a big thing, but it fizzled out. Well, guess what? The NFL has made its way back to Europe, and it is huge. When they started doing the London games, one wasn't enough. So now they started doing a few, and it is obviously before COVID, but even when I went to the Browns and Minnesota Vikings game in London, it wasn't at Wembley. It was at a different stadium called Twickenham. It's a smaller stadium. It's literally, it has like a Wrigley kind of feel to it because it's literally like in a neighborhood.
Yeah.
But the thing is, if even like, and that's when the Browns sucked. That's when the Vikings sucked. But in order for you to get tickets to that game, they literally sold out in 7 minutes.
Yeah.
As soon as they went on sale, boom. I was like, I had alarms set, I was ready, and I waited, and that's what I did. And they sold, like, as soon as I had finished through my process, like I learned, I'm like, holy shit, they already sold out. That is crazy. I was so happy that I did it. And that was for a shit game. You know what I mean? It's getting big again here in Europe. And when when a business is that big, you want the best behind the rings. You don't want just because of somebody. You don't want somebody just, to base their merit on their culture, their background,
or the color of their skin.
Exactly.
I feel the same way. I think the NFL is all about that. You want the best person to guide your ship. They're the person making your money. They're the one selling out stadiums. They're doing all that stuff.
Yep.
My point as a Lions fan is I would have been happy to take Eric Bieniemy. I think he's great. He's a great offensive coordinator for the Chiefs. And I don't know why they went with Dan Campbell, but they did. Dan Campbell was working with the Saints last year, associate head coach. He looks like he could bring something, But I don't know. Maybe in 4 years we find out it's the same old Lions and they made a shit hire. But I hope not. But we'll see.
In 4 years,
I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair to just bang on the guy, be like, "Oh, this is the guy they chose out of. This is the reason why black coaches don't get a fair shot." Like what? What, you base it on a press conference on that? Like, grow the fuck up. Oh man, it just irritates me. Let's swing into something you just talked about, Bobby. I saw an article not too long ago where they talked about the NFL was thinking about adding up to 4 overseas franchises. So franchises outside the U.S., the continental U.S.
Okay.
If you had to pick 4 cities, right? And I don't think they mean Asia, although Germany to the States is 6 time zones forward. So do you think, how far is from Beijing? How far back is that?
Oh, it's way more.
Is it? I don't know.
Yeah.
How far is it from Hawaii to the U.S.?
I think that they're also a few time zones back. I'm not really sure.
Okay, so you're thinking if it's a flight, you have to get a team from Europe to the U.S. So that's an 8-hour flight, right? 9-hour flight, depending on where you're going. Depending. So if you go to Florida, I think it's 8 hours, 9 hours. From here to Georgia, if you fly from here to Atlanta, do you remember?
It is. It's about. It depends on which route that they take, but that's the thing, man. If they do a team in London, then you're talking a 6-hour flight. It's only a little bit longer than going from, say, from Philly to LA or whatever.
Okay, so let's say they decided to base these teams, either leave Asia out of it, Africa out of it. They're not going to add a team there yet. Give me 4 cities that you think football could be, and they don't have to just be in Europe. So think just outside the continental U.S. that you think football could thrive.
Toronto, obviously.
That's one. Yeah.
Maybe Vancouver.
But is it too close to Seattle?
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
But also saying Toronto is also close to New York and Detroit. It's not that far away.
No, but it's super close to Buffalo, Cleveland, Detroit. But they would fare good. But then again, look at the AFC North, where I'm from. Detroit is a different league. They're in the NFC, but they're only an hour and a half away from Cleveland.
Right.
Pittsburgh is only an hour and a half away from Cleveland.
I could see Vancouver. Yeah, those two are
fine. London, obviously. Then the last one for me is a little bit harder because I wouldn't go too much further east, like Germany. No, I don't think so.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, I think you're dead wrong. They have the 3rd highest ratings in the world for football games come out of Germany.
Okay.
I'm telling you, Germany has a huge fan base.
No, I know they have a huge fan base, but how much of a lot of that is just like a novelty kind of thing? Except for like the older people. When you look at the younger crew, they're all front runners. You know what I mean? I think it'd be hard.
Not, to me, here's the thing when you talk about German fans, it's not front runners. It's what was available on TV that they started to hook onto. So that's why you see a lot of Green Bay, you see a lot of New England, you see a lot of Seattle here.
Yeah.
A lot of those fans, because that's the games they showed on TV.
Okay.
So if you're only seeing those games, of course you're going to like those teams. But give me the rest of your squad. So you gave me 3 cities so far.
And okay, then if that's the case, then I would go a little more international. If Germany, then maybe Berlin.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I think you left a huge city out, and this is exactly what I was thinking yesterday.
Or somewhere in the UK.
Yeah, but you're also leaving North America when you don't need to.
Mexico City. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
I think that would be huge. Mexico is a huge untapped market when it comes to the NFL. I'm surprised they still don't have a team there in Mexico City. I'm surprised.
It's pretty fucking dangerous.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, but Mexico City's not that bad. It's more towards the border that's bad. It's the drug area that's bad. It can't be that much. It can't be that much. Now, if we're talking about putting them in Guatemala, that's something different. But
yeah, but I mean, Mexico City is still pretty bad.
I don't think any city in South America is ready for an NFL franchise. I don't think it's, Brazil.
Fuck no.
Football's taken off in Brazil though too. American football is.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. It's too much. It's way too. It's too much of a third world country, dude. If you look at Brazil, when did they have the World Cup there for soccer?
They had the Olympics too.
Yeah, but
I don't remember. It was no, check that. It was 2014.
Okay. We're talking 7 years ago, coming up on 7 years ago when that World Cup was.
Right.
Go ahead when you have time, and listeners do that too. Please Google those places where those games were played. Yeah, they're all fucking run down and just shitholes. Why, if I was a billionaire investor or a team owner, why I would South America is fucking out of the question. Central South America, no thanks. Canada or UK, absolutely.
I still think Mexico City is pretty viable. I think you'd have a rabid fan base. I think it's also you're the only ticket in town.
Yeah,
it changes things. It is what it is, man. Here's my 4 cities. So Mexico City was one of them. I didn't necessarily think Canada, but Toronto was probably a shoe-in. Vancouver, I'm really iffy on. But I think Toronto, of course.
Or Manitoba or Montreal.
Montreal's out. They couldn't even handle a baseball squad. They're out.
Yep.
London is a shoe-in. Have you ever considered maybe Dublin?
That's why I said the UK. Oh. Glasgow, Dublin.
Dublin's not the UK, bro. An Irish person would punch you in the face.
That whole area, whatever.
I know what you mean, but they would punch you in the face. That's the whole Troubles thing. That's like Northern Ireland. That's not. It's like saying Belfast is part of Ireland. They might punch you in the face. It's Northern Ireland. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying. I hear you. I hear what you're saying. Dublin, London. I don't think anywhere north of that. Edinburgh, I don't think so.
No.
But if you're getting into mainland Europe, Paris? Because France also has a big rabid football base as well. But I don't know. Do you go to Spain? No.
No.
I don't think Spain. But I think Frankfurt, Berlin. Germany is a huge football thing. The ratings go up every year on NFL Ran. You have over 230 actual football clubs here that play football. You have a huge rabid fan base. I think those games will sell out. Think about how many people just go from when they have the German Bowl is usually always packed.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a market. The only problem is logistics. And the only way to solve that, hear me out, is if you had 4 teams based in Europe, they could be like the NFC, whatever, NFC Europe, whatever. They could be part of, you have the NFC North, the AFC North, you have things like this. They can have their 4 interconference games, right? And then the rest of the games, teams fly over here, they fly over there. So it would actually cut down on the travel, which is a logistical problem. That's the biggest problem, time zone.
Yeah, but how can you have it'd be a little weird. It'd be kind of hard having just one conference represented over here with all 4 teams. You know what I mean? You'd have to kind of figure it out and split it up, 2 for the NFC and 2 for the AFC.
Yeah, but I don't think they would. I think they cut down the travel that way. But here's another obstacle we're not thinking of. Then you're adding 4 more teams to the NFL pot.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's a lot.
Yeah.
4 more franchises.
And they're already bitching about 17 games.
Right. So then you got even more. So I don't know. It'd be kind of cool though to have an NFL franchise over here. I'd become a fan of them.
Yeah.
Detroit's always going to be 1. Detroit 1, Tampa Bay 2, Cleveland 3. That's it for me. That's teams I usually like. That's it.
I hear you.
I'm hoping. I'm so hoping Tom Brady wins the Super Bowl.
I kind of hoping too.
Just so the Patriots fan will shut up. Like, Was it really Bill Belichick or was it Tom Brady?
Yep.
And Tom's kind of like this. You know what I mean? Yeah. So who are you pulling for this weekend before we close it out?
I'm actually kind of hoping it's going to be Buffalo and Tampa Bay.
Me too. The killer point is I bet Roger Goodell is not very happy right now.
No.
Because you have Green Bay and Tampa Bay. They're 2 small market teams.
Yep.
And on the other side, you have Buffalo, right, who's also a small market team, and the Chiefs, small market. 4 small market teams.
Yep. But here's the thing. Did you hear Colin Cowherd? I'm sorry, guys, that we turned this into a sports fucking thing. I know. Most of the people have already stopped listening anyway.
It's me and you.
Colin Cowherd is advocating that they delay this game until fucking Mahomes is healthy to play. What bullshit?
No.
Fuck no. They need to play this weekend. Fuck them.
Yeah. I was so hoping the Browns were going to come back and pull it off.
It was so close, dude.
I know.
It was that one call. If that call didn't have happened, it could have potentially been them in the fucking
it was
AFC Championship game.
It's the shittiest rule that exists. The fumble into the end zone. So
but you know what? Pretty cool though is their coach, first year head coach, also first year with the Browns, NFL Coach of the Year.
Yeah, that's great.
That is
I
great.
think he's going to turn around for the Browns. They have a ton of talent, and I think it'll be good to go. I'm with you. I'm pulling for the Bills and the Bucks, and we'll see next week. And in 2 weeks, we'll have to wait for the Super Bowl. Do it over Zoom.
Yeah, we'll see.
Are you going to take that Monday off?
Fuck no.
I always do.
I don't. Just because, like, let's be realistic. The odds of it being a team that I really want to see win, not very likely. So I'm not going to burn a vacation day just to stay up until 6 in the morning and then still have to get up and deal with the kids and shit like that in the morning. Fuck that.
Dude, listen. You ain't going to vacation anywhere this year. It's going to be a shit show anyways.
No, my vacation it's already, I'm going to be working on the house. I'm about to burn a week here on this master bathroom.
Are you?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll get you some help. We'll talk to Kim.
Nope.
See if we can get Kim over there.
Nope.
No?
Nope.
All right. We'll get somebody over there. Mike or somebody.
Nope, I'm good.
All right, man. All right, dude. I think that's going to be a wrap up for us.
Yeah, I think so too. With that being said,
it's a trap.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks, guys.
It was nice, man. It was nice being just the two of us. It hadn't been that. It hadn't been that in a while.
It was gentle.
Yeah.
A little back
so perfect. All right, guys. You know where to listen. You know where to like, follow, subscribe, and share. Please keep doing it. The numbers are they're staying pretty consistent. I like it.
I like it.
So
makes me warm and tuggly.
All right,
makes
guys.
me warm and tingly inside. That's enough.
Well, warm and tingly usually leads to tugging.
Yeah, my man.
Later.
All right, take care. Have a fucking week.
Oh yeah. Earn it, bitches.
Earn it.